P4 week 32, 2025 exam paper review. So I'm going to write it down here for record purposes. So this one is P4, oh, it's week, sorry, week 32, 2025. This is for that week, okay? So this is the exam paper. The exam paper is from, wait, the exam paper is from Tong. This is the Tong WA3 paper. Okay, from the year 2024 lah. So, okay, let's look at the first question. Okay, question one says, write 500ths as a decimal. So, 500ths as a decimal, 500 means 5 over 100. Okay, so when you move it into when you change it to decimal, the 5 must be the 100th place. So, it's 0.05. So, answer for A is 0.05. Okay. Question B, write 49 tenths as a decimal. So 49 tenths is 49 over 10. So 49 over 10, this is improper. You need to express it into a mixed number. So it will be 4 wholes, 9 over 10. So from here, you can actually express it into a decimal. So 4 wholes is 4.9 tenths will be 9. The 9 must be in the 10th place. So answer is 4.9. Okay. So moving on to question 2. Round 200. 231 0.55. Actually, there's this point here if you cannot see, okay? Because it's the same value as the one at the bottom. So round 231.55 as nearest to the nearest whole number. So you write down 231.55 round to the nearest whole number. That means we look at the decimal place, the first decimal place. So it's a 5, which means that it is actually enough to round this 1 to 2. So it will be 232. No need to put 0.0 because I only need a whole number. Okay, so B, round again, I have the same value, 231.55, round to 1 decimal place. So if I want to round to 1 decimal place, I need to look at the second decimal place to see if I need to round up or remain. So this is a 5. That means I can round 5 tenths up to 6 tenths. So it will be 231.6. So the answer is this. Remember to fill up your answer. Okay. Question number 3. Arrange the following decimals from the smallest to the greatest. So first, what we do is when we do our work, right? We look at the decimal places for each value. This is 1 decimal place. This is 3 decimal places. This is actually 2, but I think they add a 0 here. So this is already 3 lah. Take it as 3, huh? So this one is 2. So I need to change it all to the same number of decimal places so that it is easier to compare. So this will become 7.300. Make it into 3 decimal places. You just add 2 zeros at the back. So this one don't touch because it's already in 3 decimal places. This one also 3 decimal places really. Okay, unless they give you 7.03, you have to write 7.030 lah. Huh? It's actually the same here. So this will become 0.370. Smallest to the greatest. So the smallest, you know that is actually this one, 0.073, followed by 0.37. Okay, don't write 0.370. We always use the original value. Okay, like fraction. We always write the original fraction. Okay, next one will be 7.03. Unless they give you 7.030, then write 7.030 lah. And then the next one will be 7.3. This is your largest, greatest. Okay. Question 4. Express 0.006 as a fraction in the simplest form. This is 6, but the 6, no, this is 0.006. This 6 is in the thousandth place. So which means 0, 0, 0.006. Wait, I write again. So 0.006 is actually 6,000 with a TH as thousandths. Understand? Because the 6 is under the thousandth place. So to express it as a fraction, it will be 6 over 1,000. But remember, I cannot accept this. I want simplest form. That means I need to divide. I need to simplify. So this one, I divide by 2. This also divide by 2. You cannot divide by 3 because 1,000 cannot divide by 3. Okay, so you need to know. So it will be equal to wait, equal to 6 divided by 3, 3. 1,000 divided by 2 is 500. This is your answer. 3 over 500. Okay. Question number 5. So you need to calculate lah. 9.3 minus 0.56. Can you see this is one decimal place? This is 2. That means this one, you can change it to 2 decimal places in order to calculate 9.30. So when you do a working, remember to write like this. 9.30 minus 0.56. Okay, so 0 minus 6 cannot. So borrow 2. This is 10. 10 minus 6, 4. 2 cannot minus 5. So you borrow 8. This becomes 12. 12 minus 5, 7. Decimal point important. Then the 8 minus 0 is 8. Answer 8.74. Okay, so I'm going to move on to question number 6. Is angles. Okay, geometry, sorry. In the figure, ABCD is a rectangle. Find the value of x. So I need to find what is this down here, which is this one. Okay, so if you look properly, right, you can see that AD is perpendicular to AB, which means when it's perpendicular, it means that this is a right angle. So that means you can see this whole thing will be right angle, means 90 degrees. So if this is 26, how much will this be? So I just take 90 degree minus 26 degree. Your answer will be 64 degrees. So you just write 64. The degrees are already given here. Unless it's not given, then you have to write down your degree as your unit. Okay. Question 7. Okay, complete the following rectangle. I will try to draw it nicely because I'm actually drawing freehand. So you need to count. Here to here, diagonally across is actually a 2 by 2 square, right? So here also diagonally across 2 by 2 square. So I have to draw like this. I try like that. Okay. So you need to complete the other side. So from this point to this point, you just join it up like that. I mean, please use a ruler. Don't draw freehand like me because I don't have a ruler here. Like I don't have a ruler to draw this like that. So it will look like this. Make sure the lines are straight. Then this is your answer. Okay. So after this, let's look at question number 8. Okay, 8a. Express the number a as a decimal. And then b, express the number b as a mixed number in the simplest form. So we're going to do a first. Can you see from 7.1 to 7.2, there are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 intervals. So what is the difference between 7.1 to 7.2? You just minus. 7.2 minus 7.1, the difference is 0.1. And 0.1 has been further divided into 10 intervals. So I need to find what is the value of one interval here. What is this? So I take 0.1 divide by 10, which gives me Okay, 0.1 divided by 10, you just shift the decimal place to the left like this one time. Because you divide, right? Divide by 10. So it will become 0. The decimal point will come here, no longer here. So 0.01. So one interval is 0.01, which means 1 here plus 0.01. Okay. So over here, we can see how many intervals do we have up until A, right? So it's one interval, two intervals. So that means I need to find out what is the value of two groups of 0.01. So I take 0.01 times 2, 0.02. So this one I add. So from 7.1, I'm going to add 0.02 to find the value of A. So it will be 7.12. This is your answer for A. Okay. Now B, express the number B as a mixed number in the simplest form. So B, you know that it is already 7.2. So in other words, I'm going to express 7.2 as a mixed number, as a fraction in the mixed number in the simplest form. So 7.2, you change it to a fraction or mixed number, sorry. It will actually be, wait, it will be 7 wholes, because 7. 2 is 2/10, so it's 2 over 10. Remember, I want simplest form, which means I still need to divide. 2 and 10 divide by 2. Okay, so it will become 7 wholes. 2 divided by 2, 1. 10 divided by 2, 5. So 7 and 1/5. That's the final answer. Okay, this question quite a lot of decimal, because we just did decimal, so I just want you to practice. Okay, question 9. Express 9 wholes 8 over 50 as a decimal. Write it out. 9 wholes 8 over 50. You know that when I want to change to decimal, I will have to convert the denominator either to a 10, 100, or a 1,000, whichever whichever you can convert. So if you look at this, this is a denominator of 50. 50 you cannot change back to 10. So you need to change it to 100. So how do you change the denominator of 50 to 100? You times 2. So remember to multiply by 2 for the numerator as well. Okay, so this will become 9 wholes 16 over 100. So 9 whole 16 over 100 into a decimal, it will be 9.16 hundredths is actually 0.16, because 16 over 100 is 0.16. So that means this will be 9.16. You just add the 1600 is this. So 9 plus 0.16 is 9.16. Okay. Next one, question 10. Oh, question 10 is section B. Okay. Question 10. The total height of Annie and Michael is 3.12 meter. Annie is 1.6 meter tall. Tony is 0.18 meter taller than Michael. What is Michael's height? So we do A first. If you look at this, we can see that Annie and Michael together is 3.12. We are given Annie. So we write down in simple recording, data recording. So it's Annie plus Michael. So A plus M. We know the value we write down. 3.12 meter. I won't write meter here. I'll write meter at the final answer here as my unit. So we know Annie 1.6. How to find Michael? That means you need to minus, right? So 3.12 minus 1.6. So remember when you do working, 1.6 will become 1.60 because this one two decimal place. So this one must make into two decimal place as well. Okay, so 3.12 minus 1.60. So 2 minus 0, 2. This one cannot borrow. This becomes 11. 11 minus 6, 5. Decimal point and 1. So Michael is 1.52, which is 1.52 meter. So I write the unit at my final answer. If not, we'll minus mark. Okay. So now B, I want to proceed to find Tony's height. Okay, but when we read the question here, we know that Tony is 0.8 meter taller than Michael. So how am I going to find Tony's height? From A, we know Michael is already 1.52. Tony is, okay, wait, I write here, Michael 1.52. Tony is taller than Michael by 0.18. So I just take 1.52 plus 0.18. Work out your answer. 1.52 plus 0.18. 2 plus 8, 10. This is 5 plus 1, 6 plus 1, 7. Decimal. Then the 1. It's 1.70 meter. But sometimes some of you actually write as 1.7 also can. Okay, but for me, I just follow lah. So 1.70 meter. Okay. Question number 11. John bought a television and a handphone. The television cost 6 times as much as the handphone. Then the television cost $2,814. How much did Johnny pay for the television and the handphone? Okay, so in short, got two items, TV and handphone. We know that the TV is 6 times as much. So TV will be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then the handphone, which is 1. Okay, so you know that they gave me the value of 2814, which is the TV. So this 2814. I want to find out how much did Johnny pay for the TV and the handphone, which is the total. So we can see here 2814 is actually 6 units. Because we have 6 units here and the value of 2814. So look for 1 unit, you divide. Find 1 unit, always divide. 2814 divide by 6, which is 469. But that's not my final answer. Total, so total you have 7 units. So you take 469 times 7, or 7 times 469 also can. Your answer will be $3,283. So remember to fill up 3,283. Okay, you need to finalize your answer. Right? Question number 12. Okay. A box with 9 packets of biscuits weighing 4.9 kg. The mass of one packet of biscuits was 0.45 kg. What was the mass of the box when it was empty? Give your answer in kilograms. So we write down this box. Okay, this box. Sorry, it's fine. This one not okay. Give me a while. Okay. Wait. I think something on the wall. Okay. So, sorry about this. So, box with 9 packets of biscuit. So, box containing 9 packets of biscuit is actually 4.9 kg, right? But 1 packet of biscuit, you know, is 0.45 kg. So, you know that from here, I can find what is 9 packets. So, I take 0.45 times 9 to find the mass of 9 packets of biscuit, which is 4.05 kg. So you know already, this is 4.05 kg. So in order to find the box, I just have to minus, right? Total 4.9. So you minus 0.45. So the box will be 4.5 minus 0, not 0, sorry. It's 4.05, not 0.45, 4.05. Okay. So when you do working, remember two decimal place, one decimal place, change 4.5 to two decimal place, add a zero, minus 4.05. 0 cannot minus 5. This is 4, right? Then 4 points, sorry, not 4.5. Sorry, this one is my mistake. I see wrongly. Sorry, so this is 4.9 lah. Okay, so this is 4.9 minus 4.05. So same, change to two decimal place, minus 4.05. So 0 cannot minus 5, borrow, this is 8, this becomes 10. 10 minus 5, 5, 8 minus 0, 8. Decimal point, 4 minus 4, 0. So the box is just 0.85 kg. So give your answer in kilogram, your answer is just plainly 0.85 kg. Remember to write down, okay? The unit very important, Question 13. Jamie makes 1.08 liter of blue paint and 6 liter of yellow paint to make green paint. She poured all the green paint into one large and three small empty tins. The large tin held 3 times as much paint as each small tin. How much green paint was there altogether? So very simple. What is the amount of paint that you add together to put together to make green? Is the blue and the yellow. So in order to find the green paint, you just add 1.08 plus 6 liter. 6 liter is 6.0. Please remember, not 6 as in just 6 here. So when you do a working, is 1.08 plus 6.00. Because this one is two decimal place, maybe I put 2 here. So 8 plus 0, 8. This is 0. So decimal point 7. 7.08. So A is 7.08 liter. This is the amount of green paint you have. Okay. So for me to write this 1.08 plus 6. Wrong, This is 6 ones, not 610 or 600. Okay. So remember, do it very clearly. Okay, so A is 7.08. So, but if you look at this, how much green paint was there in each small tin? So if you look over here, we know that the large tin 3 times as much paint as small one. So we got one large and 3 small. So I'm going to draw stacking model. So one large, 3 small. The large has 3 times as much paint. So large will be 3 units. Small, each one only 1 unit. Total 7.08. That's the amount of green paint you have. So I'm going to find how much is in one small tin. So you know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units represents a value of 7.08 liter. Look for 1 unit. 7.08 divided by 6. By now, if you know how to do a division, 7.08 divided by 6. So this is 1 minus 6. Bring down to 0. 10 divided by 6 is 1 as well. But before that, decimal point. So minus 6. This is 4. Bring down the 8. 8 divided by 6. 8. Minus 48. Answer is 1.18. I just want to find small. So your answer is just 1.18 liter. Okay, good. Now move on to question number 14. Oops, I think okay. Colin had $3.20 less than Sam. After Sam's mother gave him $10, he had 5 times as much money as Colin. How much more money did Sam have than Colin in the end? And B, how much money did Pauline have? So this kind must draw model. You know this one can draw a comparison. Pauline and Sam. Pauline has 320 less. So Pauline shorter than Sam by 320 dollars. Okay? Yeah, cannot see well. Wait, 320. So Sam's mother is going to give him $10. So you know that when you give people money, their amount increases. By how much? How much did the mommy give? The mommy give him $10 more, right? So after that, it says that sorry, after this, right, he got 5 times. Sam got 5 times as much money as Pauline. So this whole thing, 5 unit. Pauline, 1 U. So if you look at this, you can see there's a difference here of 4 U. So A is asking me, how much more money did Sam have than Pauline in the end? So this is the difference in the end. At first, um, Pauline got 320 less, which makes Sam 320 more. After taking $10 from the mom, after the mother gave him $10, he will have even more money more than Pauline. So how much more? You just take 320 plus 10. Answer is $13.20 more. So when you draw a model, you can see. Okay. Now B, how much money did Pauline have? So over here, we can see that the difference between these two people will be a difference of 4 units because 5U minus 1U equal to 4U. Look for 4 units, you know that it is actually the difference in the end between them. So 4U is 13.20, 1320. So you look for 1 unit, 1320 divide by 4 is $3.30. I want to know how much money did Pauline have. This is what I want to find out. Pauline didn't receive or didn't spend any money. So your answer is 1 unit's value, which is $3.30. Oh, we're done. Okay, so this is the end of the exam paper review.